flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 27, Daniel, and his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to die, but now it's third down, and the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback sack.
Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
36-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They toss it left side to Anderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy.
And he is in. Touchdown Gators. Elgin Armstrong with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Here's Florida now after the touchdown. Back out to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
10th carry now for Anderson. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it. Anderson. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
This is Allington. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something to develop slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And he is in. Touchdown Gators. Elgin Armstrong on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this offense is running away with this one.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear
under pressure, and down goes Daniel. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Another try after the first down sack. Daniel, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Daniel. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the defense has come up with it.
Fumble on the play.
First and 10, Florida. Following the fumble recovery, Matthews. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida.
Pass interference. Defense.
And yes, they want the point. points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
A try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Hurricanes, nothing.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Gators 38, Hurricanes nothing.
The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Hurricanes take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained. Maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 3rd down, Daniel trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter. What? That margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score, Gators 45, Hurricanes nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. It's going the other way.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the kicking team.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think this.
And he is in. Touchdown Gators. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Ready to decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Daniel fakes the handoff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense.
Fumble on the play.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you.
And he is in. Touchdown Gators. Elgin Armstrong, 26 yards. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Complete to Gilmore over the middle. The 40. He's at the 30. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Daniel into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They start the drive with Anderson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But that's not a call you see every day. A toss play inside their own 10-yard line. Takes a little bit of brass right there, and they were able to get a little bit of yardage.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Matthews airing it out deep for Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
To throw on 3rd down. Matthews looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Taking it right down Broadway. And will score. Touchdown, Florida. Lakin Smith, 87 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a handoff here to his running back. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
Daniel looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Daniel's pass complete to number 80.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 3rd down, Daniel. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Defense.
Come on, you serious, dog.
So instead of... Fourth down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
His throw incomplete.
Intended for number 80.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10, Daniel again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Daniel throwing again. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver. On this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Florida.
Now Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game. And that has to drive a coach crazy.
Taken down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Running for it, here's Anderson. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
I'll give them 14 on that one and a first down. They will run with Singletary. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
On 2nd down, it's Anderson. And he is in. Touchdown Gators. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Taken in the end zone, and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 31, Daniel. Forced out, and it's a fumble. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through, and that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On second down now, it's Anderson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up.